A full slate tonight on our news.
The Free National Movement ratifying 12 candidates for the upcoming general election here at F&M headquarters last night, headlined by Bahamian celebrity Rick Fox. Stay tuned to our news tonight for more details.
And after accepting the F&M's Garden Hills nomination, Rick Fox says his diplomatic contract expired last year, following calls for him to step down. And as Fox's ratification sets up a showdown with sitting MP Mario Bowleg, we've got reaction. Then in our news at 7:30, the Davis administration is saying 2 new resolutions will help fix the power grid, but the opposition isn't convinced, leading to a heated clash in the House. Our news live at 7 starts right now. Welcome to our news live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Candino Knowles. The Free National Movement has confirmed Bahamian celebrity Rick Fox as its candidate for Garden Hills, capping a night that also saw the party unveil 12 new general election nominees on Tuesday. Fox, who has publicly criticized both major parties in the past, says conversations with F&M leader Michael Pintard led to a change of heart. So why the F&M, why Garden Hills, and why now? Joshua Williams has those answers and what he wants to change about the full system in a full report coming up in our news at 7:30. But before we get to that, among the F&M's latest picks, the party's deputy leader making a bid for a new constituency, a familiar political name staging a comeback, and 2 broadcasters stepping from the studio into the political arena. Joshua Williams, he breaks down who's in and what it could mean for the battle ahead.
Rick Fox.
While the Rick Fox factor may have captured the spotlight, there was a lot of election excitement to go around at F&M headquarters Tuesday night. Among those 12 chosen was Dr. Andre Rollins, making a comeback to frontline politics after a 2-term hiatus. Rollins, who crossed the floor from the PLP in a Christie administration to the F&M in 2015, but fell out of grace with the party after publicly opposing then opposition leader Dr. Hubert Minnis, hinting he was pushed out of politics earlier than he would have liked, but says he's back to serve Long Islanders.
I always fought for the Bahamian people. I did things that people thought were counter to my interest as a politician, somebody who was expected to first and foremost be looking after my own political career, and it was never about that for me.
In another political plot twist, current MP for St. Barnabas, Shannon Cartwright, was ratified for the newly formed St. James constituency, ending speculation that he would be taking the new seat. He rejects claims of neglect in that area, promising to bring the same level of representation to the Western New Providence seat.
We have been very, very proud of the representation that we've given the people in St. Barnabas. All of the staple programs that we've ran, from after-school tutoring to a lot of business community projects and so forth. We are very, very happy of the legacy that we've left in St. Barnabas.
Replacing him in that seat is Jamal Moss, a former senator and current employee with ZNIS, who plans on resigning now that he's gotten the official nod.
Jamal Moss is here for service. It doesn't matter where I'm in, Southern Shores, Tall Pines, South Beach, Bamboo Town. At the end of the day, if my party, which has approached me to be a candidate for St. Barnabas, I put myself forward because I'm about the people.
Another broadcaster from ZNIS's Northern station, Jay Philippe, got the nod for his hometown Bain and Grantstown. He resigned ahead of the actual announcement, saying it's the right thing to do.
I wanted to be transparent to people, not about anybody else, but I knew if I wanted to commit myself to frontline politics, I cannot have one foot in communications and one foot out. I want persons to know that they can trust me.
Now only 2 seats remain, the Marco City and Michael seat. F&M party officials say they hope to make that announcement in March. Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks for that, Josh. Meanwhile, Rick Fox also confirming his ambassadorship contract expired last year, just hours after he was ratified. The disclosure, it comes after Foreign Affairs Minister and PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell had called for Fox to step down as a diplomat, citing his political ambitions. Speaking after the ratification meeting at the F&M's Mackey Street headquarters, Fox said, while his official tenure has ended, he will always consider himself an ambassador for the Bahamas.
I've never extended my contract. I've always been an ambassador. I've always been an ambassador. That's how I move through life. Whenever I go anywhere in the world as a Bahamian, I represent the people of the Bahamas because I care about my family, I care about the community I grew up in, I care about this island and this country, and I always carry myself that way as an example of what we are, what we all can be.
And back in 2002, the Davis administration signed a memorandum of understanding with Portana Bahamas. It's a company owned by Fox to build 1,000 green homes over 3 years. Work on that project hasn't started yet.
Both parties have to deliver responsibilities. I await. I'm in a different position now. My life has changed by taking this role today. So the company is prepared to build any houses when the government of the Bahamas is prepared to execute on what their responsibilities are. Just to be clear, in that contract, there's not a dollar of the Bahamian people's money that is given to me, has been given to me or my company to execute any of these homes. Those homes were to be built with our company money.
And the FNM's ratification of Fox sets up a direct showdown with incumbent PLP MP Mario Boleg and has already drawn reaction from the governing party. Today we heard from Boleg along with the PLP chairman, both weighing in on Fox's entry and what it could mean for the race ahead. Delvado Emmanuel, he continues our team coverage tonight.
If he could come, ain't nobody stopping him. I got nothing to say. Gardeners would be one by myself.
Sitting Garden Hill's Member of Parliament Mario Boleg reacting to news of former NBA player Rick Fox officially being ratified as the MP for the very same constituency he represents. A confident Boleg seemed unbothered. The same question was posed to PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell, but Mitchell had a slightly different response.
I don't have anything to say about Rick Fox. Nothing to say about Rick Fox at all. Nothing.
The PLP chairman was asked to weigh in on the Free National Movement slate of candidates. Well, Mitchell in his response didn't seem impressed.
0 plus 0 is 0.
With the PLP's full slate of candidates now ratified, Mitchell says party machinery is already on the road, and the PLP is focused on making what he calls a sober, reasonable case to the Bahamian people for re-election.
I think the Bahamian people, in their considered judgment, I hope, will support us. And that's the spirit within which we will go to the Bahamian public. We take nothing for granted. Nothing has to be taken as if it's inevitable. We know we have to make a case, and we will make the best case we can. And we pray that the Bahamian public, in their considered judgment, supports the Progressive Liberal Party.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Delvado Emmanuel.
All right, thanks for that, Delvado. And Fox's ratification sparking a firestorm online and on the streets as well. Some calling it noble, others call it cringe. What Bahamians are really saying and why his move into politics has people talking. Danielle Miller, she's got that story in Our News at 7:30. And a man already awaiting trial for murder is back behind bars tonight, now accused of committing an armed robbery and violating his bail conditions. Prosecutors say 36-year-old Kenneth Cummings, who is charged in the December 8, 2020 murder of Vincent Knowles, held Aaron Bethel at gunpoint on November 21st last year, robbing him of $720 and an iPhone 11. Cummings appeared before Chief Magistrate Roberto Reckley on the armed robbery charge. He was not required to enter a plea and was denied bail. The case has been adjourned to May 7th for voluntary bill of indictment papers. In a separate court appearance, Cummings pleaded not guilty before Magistrate Lennox Colby Sr. to failing to report to police between August 1st and January 28th, as required under his bail conditions. That matter has been adjourned to February 10th for trial. And Doctors Hospital has added 2 women to their senior leadership team. The move is expected to help with continued expansion and strengthen their healthcare leadership. A press release indicating Dr. Bridget Sherman was named new Chief Nursing Officer. Sherman joined Doctors Hospital in 2015 after serving in the Department of Public Health for years. She holds a Doctor of Healthcare Administration, a Master's in Nursing, specializing in Leadership and Management, and a Master's of Business Administration. According to the release, Kendra Stirrup has been appointed Chief Financial Officer. Stirrup, who joined Doctors Hospital in 2020, is an accomplished executive with more than 17 years' experience in finance, operations, and healthcare administration. She holds an MBA in healthcare management and a bachelor's degree in accounting. Stirrup is also a certified public accountant and a chartered accountant. All right, we've got much more to get to tonight, but for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson, he is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Gideon, and a happy Wednesday evening, everybody. What much warmer day today. Temperatures managed to get up into the upper 70s and near the 80-degree mark. We're settling now into the upper 60s and near 70, 69 degrees. We call it mostly clear skies, but we still have a few clouds floating out there. Southeast winds at 7 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is at 65. Temperatures around the Family of Islands right now, we are at 67 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, Marsh, Abaco, 68. Then we pick up 70s, 71 in Alistown, Bimini, Great Harbor Key, as well as in Governor's Harbor, 70 over in Nicholstown, Andros, into the Central Bahamas, 73, Kemps Bay, Black Point, Exuma, and in Deadman's Key, 69s in Arthurstown, Cat Island, and Coben Townsend, Salvador, Port Nelson, 72. Georgetown at 71. And into the Southeast Bahamas, more 70s there with 77, Duncantown, Ragged Island, Providencia, Ellis Tricks, and Caicos Islands, as well as Matthewtown in Agua. 75 in Delectable Bay, Acklands, and Colonel Hill, Crooked Island, as well as Abrahams Bay. 73 degrees there at this hour. Satellite and radar composite, we saw a little more sunshine today. We got some warmer temperatures. Things warmed up pretty nicely. But that's all ahead of a frontal boundary that's taking shape now across North Florida. That one will be getting in here sometime tomorrow evening. Across the Northwest Bahamas, expected to pass through the capital by early Friday morning and then quickly race towards the southeast. Cool air mass expected, so look for some more cool temperatures for the weekend. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. We'll take a look at your extended forecast when we come back.
Coming up in sports, VJ shows out against Buddy again, and we talk BAISS basketball playoffs. It's great when it's decided on the court.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
It's more than a podcast. It's a movement. This is Breaking the Silence with Junior Clovis, where conversations we avoid finally have a place to breathe. Every story, every struggle, every breakthrough is brought to light, unfiltered and unspoken until now. Join us this Sunday at 2 p.m. as we confront the topics that matter, share real experiences, and change the conversation around mental health together. Watch, listen, break the silence.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment.
Welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. Buddy had his moments. VJ had the better game. VJ got the win. But this is a win for all of us anytime we get to see this happen on an NBA floor. Edgecombe and the Philadelphia 76ers rolled past Heel and the Golden State Warriors 113-94 last night. He continued a stellar rookie season and led all scorers with 25 points to go along with 7 boards and a game-high 7 assists. On the other side, Heel finished with 9 points off the bench, but the Warriors struggled offensively as Philadelphia dominated wire to wire. Meanwhile, in Brooklyn, DeAndre Ayton played limited minutes in the Los Angeles Lakers' blowout win over the Nets, 125-109. He finished with 7 points and 8 boards. From the time he stepped on the floor in the NBA, Buddy Hield has been the subject of trade rumors. 4 trades, 5 franchises later, the ambassador is still fielding questions around deadline day. As the February 5th NBA trade deadline approaches, Hield's name has been linked to multiple potential moves. The The rumors have gained steam as Golden State explores blockbuster deals, including possible moves involving other superstars. High school basketball season seems like it came and went pretty quickly, but it's time for the top programs to shine in the finals. The BAISS basketball championships are set, and 3 programs will send multiple teams into the finals. The St. John's College Giants, Charles W. Saunders Cougars, and Queens College Comets each had 2 teams emerge from the sudden death playoffs over the last 2 days at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. The Senior Boys Series will be the defending champion Giants against the Cougars, while the Giants Senior Girls will take on the Kingsway Academy Saints in their final. The Junior Boys Series will be the QC Comets against the St. Anne's Blue Waves, and in Junior Girls, the Cougars will face off with the Comets. That'll do it for our sports. Stay tuned to our news at 7:30 for details on these stories and more.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as former Prince Andrew moves out of his royal residence. Plus, Israeli strikes kill 20 in Gaza. And documents show the Vietnamese military preparing for a possible American war. The story when our news returns.
Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the R News social media pages, and of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
Conflict doesn't have to end in chaos. Before it escalates, take a breath. Step back. Choose peace. Listen to understand. Respectful conversations lead to real solutions. I am Sergeant 3599 Johnson of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, urging you, let's talk it out, not fight it out.
From 2017, one show has set the standard for current affairs in the Bahamas, and that's On the Record, one of the longest running current affairs shows on RTV. We've been the place where newsmakers come to talk. We've sat down with leaders in government, cultural icons, industry leaders, and international experts. From breaking news to in-depth analysis, our conversation sets the tone for the nation. We've tackled the biggest issues on the planet, held world leaders accountable, and given voice to the people. From politics to culture, business to the environment, no topic is off limits. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8:30 p.m.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. Disgraced British royal Prince Andrew has moved out of his luxury home on the Windsor Estates, Reuters reports. This as fresh revelations resurface about his ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. A royal source confirmed the Duke of York left Royal Lodge, ending decades at the 30-room mansion. The move marks another low point for the 65-year-old who has faced years of intense scrutiny over his connection to Epstein, a scandal that continues to haunt the British monarchy. The Sun reports Andrew moved under the cover of darkness and has relocated to a cottage on the King's Sandringham estate in Norfolk. At least 20 Palestinians, including children and a paramedic, have been killed in Israeli strikes across Gaza, with nearly 40 others wounded, according to hospital officials. The Israeli military says tanks and aircraft carried out precise strikes on what it calls Hamas fighters after gunmen opened fire on Israeli troops in northern Gaza, seriously wounding an officer. Israel says the shooting violated the 3-month-old ceasefire, while Hamas calls the strike a pretext to continued aggression. Hospitals report tents for displaced families and homes were hit, killing children and civilians in both northern and southern Gaza. A paramedic who was also killed while responding to a strike drawing condemnation from the Red Crescent and the International Committee of the Red Cross, which says medical workers must be protected under international law. Both sides accuse each other of near daily ceasefire violations as the death toll in Gaza since the war began tops 71,000, according to health officials. Newly revealed internal documents show Vietnam's military has been quietly preparing for a potential U.S. war of aggression, despite government in Washington upgrading ties to their highest diplomatic level just last year. According to ABC News, the document, dated August 2024, describes the United States as a belligerent power and warns that Washington and its allies could use unconventional warfare or create a pretext to intervene in countries that deviate from its orbit. The papers also show deep fear inside Vietnam's leadership of a Western-backed color revolution, a popular uprising that could threaten Communist Party rule. Analysts say the findings reveal that Vietnam does not see the U.S. as a true strategic partner and has no plans to join an anti-China alliance. The U.S. State Department declined to address the document directly, but said the partnership promotes prosperity and security for both countries. A U.S. judge has sentenced Ryan Ruth to life in prison for attempting to assassinate President Donald Trump at a Florida golf course during the 2024 presidential campaign. A jury found the 59-year-old guilty of aiming a rifle through a fence at Trump while he was golfing at Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach. Prosecutors say a U.S. Secret Service agent spotted Ruth and opened fire, prompting him to flee before he could shoot. Ruth was also convicted on multiple federal charges, including weapons offenses and impeding a federal agent. Courtroom drama followed the verdict as Ruth tried to harm himself with a pen and had to be restrained. Ruth represented himself at trial after firing his attorneys and pleading not guilty. And United Nations Secretary General warning that Cuba's humanitarian situation could deteriorate sharply if the country's oil needs are not met. A UN spokesperson for the Secretary General saying he's concerned and cautions conditions could worsen or even collapse without relief. Secretary General also urging all parties to pursue dialogue and respect international law. The UN also reiterating long-standing calls for an end to the decades-old U.S. embargo on Cuba.
I can tell you that the Secretary General is extremely concerned about the humanitarian situation in Cuba, which will worsen, if not collapse, if its oil needs go unmet. He notes that for more than 3 decades, the General Assembly has consistently called for an end to the embargo imposed by the United States on Cuba. The Secretary General urges all parties to pursue dialogue and respect for international law.
Still to come in our news, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was February 4th. Then in our news at 7:30.
The Free National Movement ratifying 12 candidates for the upcoming general election here at F&M headquarters last night, headlined by Bahamian celebrity Rick Fox. Stay tuned to our news tonight for more details.
And a heated exchange in Parliament today as the Davis administration pushed 2 resolutions it says are key to fixing the country's power grid. The opposition fired back with questions about transparency and results. We'll show you scenes from the House floor when our news returns.
Do you think you know domestic violence? Think again. It is not just physical, emotional, financial, or sexual abuse, and it doesn't discriminate. If you feel intimidated, harassed, or manipulated, you're not alone. The Bahamas Crisis Center and the Domestic Violence Task Force are here. I am Sergeant 3992 Tamika Neely. Let's break the silence on domestic violence. Let's create safer communities.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having Business in a Box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing hiring.
On this day in Bahamian history in 1834, the slave ship Encomium ran aground on Fish Key, freeing 45 enslaved people in New Providence. The Historical Society notes how the incident later prompted British indemnity to the United States. In 1889, in Hopetown, Abaco, future educator Thomas Alvin Thompson was born. From school monitor to headmaster and Yale representative, his legacy lives on at T.A. Thompson Junior High School. Thompson passed away on April 20th, 1966. He was 77. Then February 4th, 1895, the American steamship Cienfuegos sank off Harbor Island after hitting the Devil's Backbone. All aboard were rescued, and the wreck now attracts divers. In 1957, Randolph Fox pushed for jury reform with a bill to allow women to serve on juries, though it ultimately failed. In 1965, the United Bahamian Party government issued its Boundaries Commission report, sparking protests as the opposition Progressive Liberal Party disapproved. The protests eventually culminated in what is now known as Black Tuesday on April 27th that year. And on February 4th, 1995, the Nassau, Bahamas Pan-Hellenic Council became the first international council outside the United States, uniting 9 major Greek letter organizations. All right, to watch that historical recap again and for all of today's top stories, you can visit ournews.bs. That's going to do it for us in News at 7. Up now, Atalia Hall. She has got the latest headlines. Atalia?
Happy Hump Day Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. And also happy birthday to my mom.
Mom, happy birthday. I know brother was yesterday and mom is today. I was talking about how strong women are, right?
Yeah. And I'm going to go see them right after the show.
All right. Yeah. Sounds great. I hope she enjoys the rest of her day. Well, love is in the air this February on Our TV's Channel 212. Celebrate Love Month with 5 all-new Hallmark movies guaranteed to warm your heart. Enjoy the soulful journey of Nashville legacy, workplace sparks, and return to office. The romance of an unexpected Valentine, plus royal charm and the reluctant royal and the royal we. Check your on-screen guide for showtimes, grab your blanket, and cozy up with Our TV, where love lives all February long. Here are your latest headlines. First tonight on our news at 7:30, things are heating up this election season.
The Free National Movement ratifying 12 candidates for the upcoming general election here at F&M headquarters last night, headlined by Bahamian celebrity Rick Fox. Stay tuned to Our News tonight for more details.
Plus, the Coalition of Independents wasted no time weighing in on Rick Fox's ratification by the F&M, with party leaders saying the move came as no surprise. Plus, debate over power grid reform sparked a heated exchange in Parliament today as Prime Minister Philip Davis and Opposition Leader Michael Pintard went head-to-head over proposed energy resolutions, and later calling it a turning point for the country. The Davis administration has tabled a sweeping national energy policy. The story when Our News at 7:30 returns.
In general, we are going to see persons, the vulnerable populations would be children under 6, especially those that are under 2 years of age, as well as our older population and persons with diabetes or asthma, COPD, any kinds of chronic diseases will also elevate your susceptibility to having significant flu-like symptoms. And so we want to just keep in mind, we're taking the flu vaccine, we're helping to protect our community for the elderly, for the immunocompromised persons that are dealing with cancer treatments, et cetera, that may not be able to get a vaccine. When you take your vaccine, you're doing your part to protect them as well. We also have the infants that are less than six months. They're not able to partake in a flu vaccine. And so again, you're protecting them.
Whether you're battling a chronic condition or offsetting a new injury, Doctors Hospital's comprehensive rehab services offer the help you need now.
Go to doctors.
3 advanced facilities at Collins.
Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall. First tonight, it was a political theater at its best. Bahamian celebrity Rick Fox headlined the Free National Movement's selection of 12 candidates for the upcoming general elections. While his desire to enter politics played out on social media for months, it was his choice of party which seemingly caught many off guard. Our Joshua Williams gets us started tonight.
Member of Parliament for Garden Hills, Rick Fox.
An air of excitement at F&M Party headquarters Thursday night, in part ending speculation about the nomination of Bahamian celebrity Rick Fox to run in the upcoming elections for the Garden Hill seat. But why the Free National Movement? In light of his public criticism of the F&M and governing PLP party, he told reporters after a few conversations with leader Michael Pintard he had a change of heart.
And as we went through the last 3 months together, discussing his vision, the party's vision, him getting to understand what I'm passionate about, the things I care about. We connected on values, principles, and what this party stands for.
Back when it was announced St. James constituency was one of 2 new seats, Fox made his intentions known, a lengthy Facebook post describing his plans. So the appointment to Garden Hills was also a surprise, but he says he accepted the assignment for the greater good of the party.
It's not about me. It's not about me and where I want to serve. It's about where can we as a group serve the best? Where can we serve the country the best? And Garden Hills is an example of affordability. It's an example of a community that needs the service at a different level than it's getting now.
Fox, an NBA champion, successful actor and philanthropist, and most recently as an ambassador up to 2024, a post he says he's continued to serve in despite his expired contract. So with all of this, why politics?
Well, we have to figure out ways to put the people in power that are going to actually operate that system efficiently and effectively to get the people of the Bahamas across the board in every constituency what they deserve and need, what they're crying for, what they're calling for.
Fox was also on the defense to challenges about his heritage.
Well, I grew up here. I mean, I picked tamarind off the tamarind tree in my grandmother's house less than 100 yards from here. I eat right next door, right? I've got candy from the convenience store, literally 50 feet over here. Like, I know this neighborhood. I bought shoes at Mike's shoe store.
Now only 2 seats remain, the Marco City and Michael seat. F&M party officials say they hope to make that announcement in March. Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks so much for that, Josh. Well, news of Fox's formal entrance into politics as an F&M candidate riveted across social media with Bahamians and fans across the world. Our Daniel Miller tells us more.
It was just a month ago, Fox declared he would be running in the St. James constituency.
Humility and gratitude is what I'm feeling right now.
But fell short of declaring a party. His ratification Tuesday night was a game changer in some ways. Bahamians watched with great interest as he was named the F&M's Garden Hills candidate, immediately sparking an online debate. On the R News digital platform alone, hundreds of users commented. One follower called his move into politics cringeworthy, with another questioning his contributions to the local community. On the streets, the responses varied. Michael Francis told me Fox is exercising his constitutional rights, and if he has the resources to operate as an efficient member of parliament, he sees no issue.
I truly think that if he can help his constituency and he's using his own money to help the constituency, is a plus rather than getting all the money out of the government coffers.
One resident calling Fox's entry into politics noble, as he has nothing to gain but everything to lose.
He has success in the NBA, success Hollywood, and other ventures that I'm sure as a businessman, he's successful. So, no, he has nothing to gain.
Bahamians weren't the only ones chiming in. New Jersey native Jermaine Stevenson, on holiday here, said he was not aware Fox was of Bahamian heritage. And the news of the retired Laker now waiting to be drafted for politics left him shocked.
I didn't know that he had any views on politics, so yeah, that's very shocking to me. He hasn't even expressed his political views in the United States, but for him to be running for a position in a different country, yeah, that's pretty shocking.
Reporting for our news, I'm Danielle Miller.
Thanks so much, Danielle. We'll never want to shy away from the spotlight. The Coalition of Independents wasted no time in reacting to the ratification of NBA champion Rick Fox by the Free National Movement. Fox was ratified Tuesday night at the FNM's Mackey Street headquarters for its candidate for the Garden Hills constituency. The former NBA star had previously expressed interest in contesting the St. James constituency in the 2026 general election and had maintained that he was not aligned with any political party until last night. When asked about the ratification, the leader of the Coalition of Independents, Lincoln Bain, says he was not surprised.
I think he fits right into the culture of the Free National Movement. I think he is someone about the elite and not really about the people. I say that because, in my estimation, as a young Bahamian, I've never seen him really contribute to the Bahamas as an athlete or try to give back or have camps for our young men, etc. I love the work that Buddy Hield and others, VJ and Ms. Jones are doing. I love, and Ayrton, those guys, I think they should come back to this country and run and feel free to do so. But in terms of Rick Fox, he's never been here for the Bahamian people. So I think he fits right in to the FNM with being for the elite.
Fox, who played for the Los Angeles Lakers, is also a successful actor and philanthropist and most recently served as an ambassador. That role extended up to 2024, a post he says he has continued to serve in despite his contract having expired. Meanwhile, Coalition of Independents leader Lincoln Bain admits his party had reached out to Fox on several occasions.
He chose not to reach back out to us. We reached out to him several times. I also did an entire live because he started posting things on his social media page that no leaders were reaching out to him. We see that that's now not true because now he is saying that he's been talking to Michael Pintard for 3 months. And so it's showing that they were being very deceitful, that he was talking to Michael Pintard but pretending that he wasn't talking to Michael Pintard or that no, he didn't talk to any leaders. And so how do you trust persons like that?
Well, debate on 2 resolutions the Davis administration insists will strengthen the power grid turned into a back and forth between Prime Minister Philip Davis and opposition leader Michael Pintard. In Parliament today, the PM led debate on special resolutions for Banco Santander and Bahamas LNG Partner Limited, saying his administration plans on ushering in a new energy era. Davis insisting the resolutions play a role in moving the transformation forward by securing funding without authorizing new spending. Davis pointing out the Bahamas Power and Light has faced many challenges over the years, several of which they met when coming into office in 2021. The point prompting this back and forth with Pintard.
I never said it was the last administration is to be faulted for renting. I did not say that. Man, if I was outside, I'd be cussing you, You're being stupid, man.
I ask that you have the member withdraw the unparliamentary statements, or I'd be more than happy to return. So I'll do that first.
And I am not too big to withdraw anything that I ever said that would have offended him. I just don't remember what it is, and I don't know what he want me to withdraw. So if he's so offended, at least he could tell me what it is, so I could do it, and I'm willing to do it. Please, back to Sydney. Fine. Oh, you don't want me to withdraw? Okay. So everything is still on record. Right?
Pintard continuing to push back during several points of order, questioning claims that BPL is saving on rental generators, asking the PM and Energy Minister to prove their claims.
The Prime Minister is seeking to mislead the public in that While under our administration, there were rental generators employed in the total mix to provide power to the Bahamian people. Those figures have gone up under his administration in terms of what they are paying for rental generation. And I get the sense that he's making the point that they're working on a permanent fix, which is understandable. However, what he should also accept is that he's already been in office for 4 years.
Still on the topic of energy, the Energy and Transport Minister Jobette Colby Davis tabled the Bahamas National Energy Policy 2025-2030 in the House of Assembly today. A wide-ranging plan, the government says, is aimed at fixing an energy system that has long strained households and businesses. Introducing the policy, Colby Davis says it reflects government's campaign commitment to comprehensive energy reform, stressing that reliable and affordable electricity is critical to economic growth and quality of life. She told lawmakers the policy represents more than just legislation, calling it a turning point for the country.
The policy at heart lies a simple but powerful mission to create an energy sector that enhances quality of life for every Bahamian, not just maintains it, enhances it. Our vision is equally clear: a financially, environmentally sustainable sector that provides developed world standards of energy service while supporting every other national development priority we hold dear. To achieve this vision, we've established 12 strategic goals that will guide every decision, every investment, every regulation in our energy sector.
The minister also reiterated challenges facing the sector, saying when government took office, it inherited an energy system already in a crisis, burdened by massive debt at Bahamas Power and Light, aging family island generators, and a fragile grid vulnerable to major failures. She says a new policy is designed to shift the country away from short-term fixes and constant repairs toward long-term stability, cleaner energy, and stronger regulation. The national energy policy she shared is government's answer to those long-standing problems.
We inherited an energy system in crisis, not the kind of crisis that makes headlines every day, but the kind that quietly drains family bank accounts, forces businesses to close their doors, and leaves our most vulnerable citizens choosing between paying their light bill or putting food on the table. The numbers tell a sobering story. $500 million in debt at Bahamas Power and Light. 80% of family island generation equipment requiring immediate replacement. 200 megawatts of new generation capacity needed just to keep the lights on. A grid so fragile that engines warned us we were on one major failure away from catastrophic, prolonged blackouts across our archipelago.
All right, well, nice cool temperatures in the capital on this Hump Day Wednesday. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with your first look. Greg, what can you tell us?
Yeah, thanks, Italia, and welcome back, everybody, for a quick check on conditions outside our studios and around the island. 69 degrees is our current temperature with a few clouds. We call it mostly clear. The winds are out of the southeast at 7 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is at 65. Satellite radar composite, patchy clouds across us. Saw a lot more sunshine today as the clouds started to break up. High pressure across us is sliding out towards the east. That's paving the way for a frontal boundary now across North Florida. We expect that front to get into the northwest Bahamas by tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and then quickly push through the capital by Friday morning and into the southeast Bahamas. Cool air mass expected, so if you cold air lovers thought it was over, more to come. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us. We'll take a look at your complete forecast when we come back.
Still to come on our news, Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville says aggressive hiring and foreign recruitment are underway as government works to address critical staffing shortages in public health care. Plus, fresh details are emerging about the nearly $300 million specialty hospital planned for Western New Providence as the Health Minister updates Parliament on funding, staffing, and timelines. And later, a mother of three has been granted bail ahead of sentencing after admitting she allowed a man to place a loaded pistol inside her purse. That's all coming up when our news returns.
Whether you're battling a chronic condition or offsetting a new injury, Doctors Hospital's comprehensive rehab services offer the help you need now.
Go to doctors.
3 advanced facilities at Collins Avenue, Carmichael Road, in Cable Beach means your personalized plan for care is just a visit away. From physiotherapy to occupational therapy and speech and language pathology, our team approach is all about rebuilding together. For a full list of services, visit doctorshosp.com/rehabilitation. Doctors Hospital, trusted and best care now. Isn't your health worth it?
Hello. What do I have in my biggie bag? Fries, nuggets, a chicken sandwich, an apple pie, a free apple pie. It also comes with a drink. You know what? A biggie bag a day keeps the hunger away.
For a limited time only, get a free apple pie with the purchase of the Biggie Bag.
It smells so good right now. Feeling so good right now. Yeah, yeah. It smells so good right now. Feeling so good right now. Yeah, yeah. It smells so good right now. Don't never ever ever wanna calm down. Oh no, no.
I'm very excited, and I can't believe it. It's it's a dream come true. When she did call me yesterday about it, I didn't know what to believe. Thanks to Mr. Coleman and this whole staff for what they do, and making sure the customers are taken care of, making sure we enjoy the gaming they do give to us. Chances is the great house to play, even down to the staff, is perfect.
Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Michael Darville insisting his ministry is doing its best to address staffing shortages across the public health care sector. Dr. Darville gave an update on recent hires and plans to bring in foreign nurses during a communication in the House of Assembly this morning. He told parliamentarians the public health care system had lost a significant number of experienced nurses and technical staff. He went on to insist there had to be intervention. According to the health minister, there's been hundreds of hires in recent months and dozens more on the way.
The truth of the matter is, we are addressing these issues of manpower shortages at all fronts. And to date, I can say that more than 500 Bahamians have been hired in my ministry, but we still need more staff. We continue to recruit, and we continue to bring staff members in from abroad, but I'm pleased to report that some 47 retired nurses will be entering the healthcare system next month. And we are in the final stages for recruiting an additional 50 Ghanaian nurses, many with specialties, for the Rand Memorial Hospital and the Princess Margaret Hospital.
While new details emerging about that nearly $300 million specialty hospital that's planned for Western New Providence. Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville delivering a communication in the House of Assembly this morning as well, where he tabled several documents related to the new medical facility. Last year, government signed an agreement to borrow $195 million from the China Export-Import Bank to cover around 73% of the 200-bed hospital's funding. Officials stated that the remaining 27% of funds would be provided by the Ministry of Finance. According to the heads of agreement, Bahamians will only make up 50% of the construction workforce. In Parliament today, Dr. Darville gave an update on how the project is progressing.
The realistic time for occupancy is somewhere between 30 to 36 months from the date of groundbreaking, and that will happen very shortly. Once these specialty services at the Princess Margaret Hospital move to the new hospital, this would make way for essential renovations in order for us to expand services, medical and surgical services at the Princess Margaret Hospital.
The new specialty hospital will sit on a 50-acre site on New Providence Highway in an area between the Six-Legged Roundabout and the Sounders Beach Roundabout. Its construction hasn't come without some pushback. This, as Grove West residents have said publicly on several occasions, they think it will cause a flooding nightmare and environmental issues. But according to Dr. Darville today, engineers who've surveyed the site say otherwise.
I am pleased to report that after careful assessment, the drainage and flood mitigation report by local engineers verified that the hospital will not worsen flooding in the surrounding communities. In fact, it identified long-standing deficiencies in drainage maintenance and proposes corrective measures, including deepening and expanding drainage pools, improved canal management, and having structured maintenance of drains.
Switching gears now, a mother of three who let a man put a loaded pistol in her purse has been granted bail before sentencing. Brunia Alcindor pleaded guilty to possession of an unlicensed firearm and ammunition when she appeared before Magistrate Lennox Colby Sr. Police officers arrested the 35-year-old on January 31st at East Street after police officers found a silver and black .40 Smith & Wesson pistol along with 5 rounds of ammunition in her purse. Alcindor has been given time to get her affairs in order before her sentencing on April 10th. Until then, she's been freed on $9,000 bail. She will have to wear an ankle bracelet and sign in at the East Street South Police Station on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Coming up in sports, always a special moment anytime VJ and Buddy share the floor. I mean, not as cool as when we're there, but this was pretty solid. DA and the Lakers are healthy, no need to panic, and we let you know who's headed to the finals in BAISS Hoops.
In the Bahamas, island time is real. The history of Morris Lumber Company, established in 1945, is etched into the fabric of this proud island nation. It's a story that deserves to be celebrated in full color, and that's where we come in. Morris the Paint Place has been bringing color and vitality to homes and businesses across the Bahamas. Here, color is more than just a hue, it's a symbol of life. Together, we can paint a brighter future.
From 2017, one show has set the standard for current affairs in the Bahamas, and that's On the Record, one of the longest running current affairs shows on RTV. We've been the place where newsmakers come to talk. We've sat down with leaders in government, cultural icons, industry leaders, and international experts. From breaking news to in-depth analysis, our conversation sets the tone for the nation. We've tackled the biggest issues on the planet, held world leaders accountable, and given voice to the people. From politics to culture, business to the environment, no topic is off limits. Join us every Thursday.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. Buddy had his moments, VJ had the better game, VJ got the win. But this is a win for all of us anytime we get to see this happen on an NBA floor. Etchcombe and the Philadelphia 76ers rolled past heel in the Golden State Warriors 113-94 last night. He continued a stellar rookie season and led all scorers with 25 points to go along with 7 boards and a game-high 7 assists. On the other side, Heel finished with 9 points off the bench, but the Warriors struggled offensively as Philadelphia dominated wire to wire.
Just learning from him. He's already in the NBA at the time, so I say, man, he gave me a shot. I ain't even supposed to be there, but you know, I credit him a lot, man. He helped me my confidence. He just helped me with even the day-to-day life on, you know, how to be a pro. So, yeah, I love Buddy, man.
Meanwhile, in Brooklyn, DeAndre Ayton played limited minutes in the Los Angeles Lakers blowout win over the Nets, 125-109. He finished with 7 points and 8 boards. From the time he stepped on the floor in the NBA, Buddy Hield has been the subject of trade rumors. 4 trades, 5 franchises later, the ambassador is still fielding questions around deadline day. As the February 5th NBA trade deadline approaches, Hield's name has been linked to multiple potential moves. The rumors have gained steam as Golden State explores blockbuster deals, including possible moves involving other superstars. His role with the Warriors has fluctuated, as minutes and production have taken a dip and made him a point of discussion among fans and analysts. Whether he stays with the Warriors or moves on, Hield acknowledged the speculation but said that the job remains the same and he's prepared for what happens next.
If I'm going to stay with another team, I'm just know that whoever gets traded, that another team wants me, perhaps, and I'm going there to my best ability to be that team, and hopefully help future that team too. Or hope I'll help the team go with this team too. Can't predict it. It's in the future of God's hands, and it's not easy, but it's our business we deal with.
High school basketball season seems like it came and went pretty quickly, but it's time for the top programs to shine in the finals. The BAISS basketball championships are set, and 3 programs will send multiple teams into the finals. The St. John's College Giants, Charles W. Saunders Cougars, and Queens College Comets each had 2 teams emerge from the sudden death playoffs over the last 2 days at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. The Senior Boys Series will be the defending champion Giants against the Cougars, while the Giants Senior Girls will take on the Kingsway Academy Saints in their final. The Junior Boys Series will be the QC Comets against the St. Anne's Blue Waves, and in Junior Girls, the Cougars will face off with the Comets. Looking back at how they got there, starting with the Senior Boys, the Cougars eliminated the Westminster Diplomats 60-55, while the Giants remained unbeaten with a 67-59 win over the Comets. The path for the Senior Girls was the Saints' 30-25 win over SAC, and the Giants won 52-12 over the Comets. QC's Junior Boys advanced with a 44-37 win over the Cougars, and St. Anne's won over SAC 39-34. Meanwhile, in Junior Girls play, it was the Comets with a 40-14 win over SAC, while the Cougars advanced with a 54-4 win over the Giants. That'll do it for our sports. This is 10YS, and high school basketball eligibility has been a big topic this season, bigger than the wins or losses, because of course, the adults make it all about themselves. We don't have enough time for me to rant about it here, but we'll talk about it on the radio and the podcast this Saturday. I have 2 hours.
When our news comes back from the break, temperatures have warmed up a bit in the capital, but it's still quite comfortable outside. Greg is back with your extended forecast when our news returns. Stay with us.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
Every year, car theft in the Bahamas rises. Thieves are getting smarter and faster. Is your car a target? Compact vehicles are at risk. Don't become a victim. Simple steps can make all the difference. Lock your car. Invest in anti-theft devices. Park smart. Protect yourself. Stay alert. I am PC 4392, Trayshawn Ferguson. Stay vigilant. Report suspicious activity. And let's create safer communities together. Learn more by visiting theroyalbahamaspoliceforce.org.
My name is Trevi Williams. I've been a Live Fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had, I noticed that
This is our news. Welcome back. High pressure across our area is starting to slide out towards the east. Got a lot more sunshine today as we had some patchy clouds across the area, but we are anticipating a frontal boundary now across North Florida Lots of showers and thunderstorms associated with that boundary will continue to push towards the southeast. It's going to fall apart, but we expect the front to get into the northern islands by tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, quickly pushing through the island chain through Friday. High pressure behind that will introduce some nice cooler temperatures. So if you thought the cold air mass was over, well, no, it's back here, and we will continue to enjoy some rather nice conditions for the weekend. Breezy conditions, near gale warnings will be up for the northwest and central Bahamas during that time frame. A wider look showing how things are going to be shaping up. That front now attached to a low pressure system well to the northeast of the US coast. That tail end goes all the way into the Gulf of Mexico. Once again, cold air mass expected to follow this front for the weekend. Future forecast showing nothing really, just some patchy clouds across us, bringing just a few sprinkles that will take us through tomorrow afternoon actually. But here comes that front, moving into the northwest Bahamas by about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon and quickly pushing through our area by Friday. Boating forecast, gale warnings will be up for the northwest and central Bahamas starting tomorrow, so we're asking you to get ready for that. So we put that up there. Dangerous rip currents, south to southwesterly winds at 10 to 15 knots. Those winds will be increasing 15 to 20 by the afternoon and quickly increasing 20 to 30 knots with gust to gale. 2 to 4 foot seas building quickly behind the front. High tide is at 9:50 tonight. Low tide takes place at 4:01 in the morning. Southeast Bahamas caution flag for the Atlantic. Southeasterly winds at 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet, but up to 6 feet in Atlantic waters. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, front comes through by tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and then quickly races through. Much improved conditions behind that, but those temperatures will take a dip. We're looking for some 60s during the daytime hours and some 50s at night, but those temperatures will start to moderate and warm up by early next week. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night, everybody.
All right, thanks so much for that, Greg, and thank you for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.